hear something.
Are you streaming yet?
I just started.
Okay, I'll wait for it to pop up and I'll pop in.
Oh wow, that.
Oh, I didn't. I gotta adjust the thing. Oops.
Oops.
I was tempted to get this guy a 5 on Switch, but I didn't.
I can't tell where this is. Have you guys' help here in a second.
What you gonna need? Check out like
Position of the.
Well, once I think it gets off this black screen, I might can position it.
Gotcha.
Dude,
I
how
see the
mysterious is this?
sidebars.
Imagine being like 11 years old, getting this game and your PlayStation at the same time, and after watching all the commercials and being excited, and then you see this, and you're like, "What mysterious adventure have I gotten myself into?"
I know when I first started.
Look at
I
them
was
graphics! Oh, look at those graphics! It's 3D. Sorry, is she blinking?
She's Animu. She's Animu.
She's Animu.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. I guess you can't get rid of the sidebars.
Well, one of them, I want to get rid of one, but I couldn't see to get rid of it because it was all
Oh,
black
you have to
screens.
you have to slide it. Like
Yeah, I know. I was just saying it was all black screens, so I couldn't see.
Loveless. I still want to see that show.
Loveless.
Oh man, this Final Fantasy VII remake looks amazing.
Looks so good. You can, if you have it on, I guess maybe the Steam version, you can mod it to get
Higher
like,
fidelity graphics.
updated textures.
No, this it's the Steam, it's the Switch version. It has all that.
Oh, okay, cool. So it'll actually look better.
Yes, it has the updated sprites. The only thing that's not updated, and it's the same with all the versions, are the hand-drawn backgrounds.
Okay.
They can't update those. They were all hand-drawn, and we're at a certain. We're at a certain
Pixel quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like these just look like slightly better pixelated figures.
Yeah, well, they have like mouths and their
Right, but the mods, like think of the characters that you see like when you're in a battle.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just.
They actually look like that.
But I want it more close to the.
No, yeah, totally. I just was saying like you can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. With
How
mods.
much was Final Fantasy VII on the Switch?
15, 20, something.
Not bad. For how old? Like 10,
97
20
is when this came out, so
Okay,
22
so
years
yeah,
old.
22 years.
Justin, what are you doing?
I don't want to use Bolt.
No, why did you already name him? We're supposed to have like a talk together. Don't just name him
I did.
Exalt.
That's what it's called. I'll get to name him in a minute. My sister always changed the names of everybody, and I was always like a purist. I wanted them all to be
Oh.
right.
Oh yeah.
No, I changed their names. I
I
always
did it once, but it was only to people that I liked, so like my friends or like secret crushes.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I always made the girl like Tifa was the girl I was interested in, and then you meet Eris,
Aerith,
and you're
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was all about Samarith.
oops.
Hey, do a sound check for me. Make sure we're no double sounds or anything.
All right.
Yeah, you sound fine on my end. I've been having the sound on.
Okay. Good. I can turn the game up too a little bit, I guess. I didn't catch your name. Oh, we gotta wait for Kyle.
That should be his name. Gotta wait for Kyle.
Cam. Ex-soldier. Look at those eyes. They're so piercing.
I know. I used to think his hair was like the coolest back in the day.
Oh, I know. It still is cool. What are you talking about? If you
I don't
walked
know,
around in
that
public,
could-
if you walked around in public like that, you would get so much mad respect.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
There'd be flooding from everybody.
Absolutely. I was telling him, he said, I used to think his hair was so cool. I'm like, it is cool. All right, Kyle. You want me to change
Just-
his name or no?
Just add a Y.
Cloudy.
Okay.
Done.
Cloudy.
Just do that for everybody's name. Barity, Tifa.
Yeah, we'll try to make it like
Everyone gets a Y.
You get a
Heresy.
Y, and you get a Y.
Red 13. You know, he wasn't really Red 13. He was Red 13E.
No, it should be.
No, I'm gonna actually
13.
spell out
Ready.
Red 13.
Yeah.
Well, I actually named him what his name was in
Nanaki.
The
Yeah,
Naki.
Nanaki.
Well, I always,
Yeah.
as a kid, I always said Nanaki.
Nanaki.
You tick the weeb off of me so much.
All right, guys, what do you think about that one?
Beretta. Yes.
Cloudy.
We're gonna try.
Cloudy
And, we're
and
gonna try
Beretta.
and do. Yeah, we're gonna try and do one letter changes.
That's it. Add
Two
one letter
at the max.
to get the best name.
Red 13 should be the one with two, and Kate Sith.
Well, let's not talk about it now. We want stuff to be a surprise. Yeah,
Let's not spoil what happens in this game.
What's
Oh
hopefully
yeah,
gonna
the
happen?
game has been out for 22 years.
Yeah, I
Spoilers.
mean, Facebook hasn't said we could put spoilers out there yet for this game, so
Yeah,
don't think we
I
can.
know you were on Russ's side about putting spoiler for, and I would have, but I forgot to do it for.
That's okay.
But I was betrayal. But I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like you're watching it, you know it's gonna be spoilers.
Right, you should not be here if you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
Which I never said anything, but I saw Endgame, by the way.
Oh! We were talking beforehand. We're like, "Is Kyle seen it?" I was like, "No, he would have told us if he saw it."
I saw it on Saturday.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Man, we were
So,
talking before you came in. We were talking about it all because we didn't want to spoil it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What are you doing, Tubby?
Toby.
You know, it's funny. Like they probably envisioned him weighing like 200 pounds and he's fat, and I'm sitting here like 270. Like, go run.
Joke's on you. Wedge is all muscle. Whereas Biggs,
Yeah.
I can't.
Dude, I
That's
love
Wedge.
the new models that they did, like for Jesse.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
I'm so
As a
sad
kid, I
that
didn't know
Jesse-
Jesse was a girl.
I always suspected.
I did too. I was like,
I
that's
knew-
that spelling, and he's awfully sweet for a for a dude.
Exactly. I was like, it's got to be a girl.
Like,
At,
I knew
at that
Jesse
time,
was
the
a
only
girl.
Jesse I knew was like a dude.
Yeah.
Now my sister
Same-
was
same for me.
Jessica, but and she like be called Jesse sometimes, but
It was Jesse with an I. But I was like, when I first started, I was like,
Roses.
oh man, I really like Jesse. I hope she stays at my party. Yo, is this your
I did work for Shinra, you know, and I always called it Shinra.
Shinra.
But I'm gonna probably tell you guys everything I used to
Everything.
mispronounce. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did it just as bad with some things. Like, I would say something to my friends at school. I'd be like, I was doing this and such, and they'd be like, in what?
But, yeah, and there was like one
Can't
dude.
be right.
There was like one or two dudes that knew what I was talking about in my school. And they would go on and on forever. And I love to talk about some video games now, but man, they would go on and on forever. And I'm like, I just want to go home.
Guys,
Yeah, and then you got a
stop.
job at GameStop, and then it became commonplace for people to come and stop talking to us.
Yes. At least I had an excuse not to do work then.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes I wanted to get stuff done. But as soon as you get like a manager, like I need to get this done.
Oh yeah, like even just SGA, I was like, I really need to get this inventory put away. I don't want to get yelled at.
Hit by me.
I don't think you yelled at me too much.
I always try to. If I want you to change your what you're doing, I'll just ask you. If that doesn't work, then I will have a more stern conversation. If that doesn't work,
Yeah.
I'll fire you.
Fired.
You're an
I know
adult.
Knuckles.
You're an adult. I should
Yeah.
never have to yell at you.
Yeah, Knuckles though, he went on full power trip.
See, if we were like on a crunch time and I needed you to get some stuff done, I would give you too much to do, so at least you would do the stuff I needed you to get done. It's like you get halfway through the list and stop. So I was like, oh, I'll just put what I really wanted to get done at halfway through the list. Oops.
That's right. That way, at least that'll get done.
Well, you gotta hope that my priority system is the same as yours.
Oh yeah, I would. I do the stuff that you wouldn't put on priority. Where did this large man come from? Oh, his name's Beretta. I didn't want to assume.
His name's Beretta.
Cloudy. Cloudy with a chance at Beretta.
Nice.
Alright, so in this version, if you use the joystick, you just auto-run.
Oh,
And you know, in the original, you had to use the D-pad and you had to hold X to run.
Hold X.
So you know, in the when you're in Eris's house and you have to sneak by her to get out, yeah, that part was almost impossible for me. It took me so many tries, and then like I don't know, 10 hours into the game, I discover that the D-pad makes you just walk. I was like, I'm a dummy. I don't know why I didn't try that. Sitting there using the joystick like a dummy.
It's like, why can't I get past
So
this stupid?
So hopefully this playthrough won't be as bad as the other one.
I played with a keyboard. I didn't have a
Oh my
controller.
goodness.
Oh man.
So you originally bought this on PC, didn't you?
Yes.
Dude,
by the
I
worst
feel so
soundtrack.
bad for you having to listen to that awful MIDI music.
See,
Dude,
I
Kyle,
didn't
if
know
you-
any better at the time, though, so
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
cool.
If you get a chance, Kyle, go listen to the pure MIDI soundtrack of this, and your
Okay.
nostalgia is going to yell at you.
You're gonna
This
I
is
was-
wrong!
This is bad.
like I played
You're
this
in
on
danger!
PS3 when they when of course they were like relaunching like PlayStation 1 games or whatever. And I was like, why does this sound so much better
Mhm.
than I remember? And then I learned out later like, oh, the PC version used MIDI format.
I didn't
It's
realize it until I
awful.
bought the Steam version, and I was like, my ears were assaulted.
Assaulted.
Yeah, that's one thing I know you would mod like, instantly.
I did. I can't believe. I think I was talking to Leon. I was like, I went against my my better judgment, or not better judgment, but went against what I normally do and downloaded the mod to fix it.
I don't blame you for that, man. I would have done that in a heartbeat.
I could. It was unplayable after like 30 minutes of playing. I'm like,
Nope, 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 nope. Not today.
All right. So you guys will trust me.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna save over my other save file,
Ah.
and this will be just between us.
Just between us. Level 27 in Nibelheim?
Don't tell my wife. Yeah, you're used to being level 87 by the time you get to Nibelheim.
I'm level 27 at Fort Condor. What are you doing?
So I don't think you've heard this story, Matt. So me and Colin went to college together, and I don't
Yeah.
remember where we were, but I came across you playing Final Fantasy VII, and you were just past the Midgard Golem, like at Fort Condor area, and you were just running around in circles, leveling, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're like, well, I like to get way ahead for this, that, and the other reason, and I was like, you can just play the game normally and get to that level a lot faster because the enemies get higher level. He goes, no.
Like,
You
yes,
don't
I know.
understand.
So, but the very first game, like, that I ever played RPG-wise, burned it into my skull that before you can progress in the game, you have to grind. And that's
Yeah.
Dragon Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon
You're
Warrior
going to
1.
kill 100 red slimes before you even think about crossing that bridge.
That's right. If you hit a ghost, you did.
See, I played Dragon Warrior as a young kid, but I didn't get into it until I was probably a teenager. Like, after I played Mario RPG and after I played this game.
Right.
So I kind of understood the grind.
A little bit more, yeah. I mean, a lot of even modern RPGs still expect you to grind some, but there's definitely been a trend of like less grinding as games have
More story,
modernized.
Well, because
Like,
they're fighting for your attention, and if there's
Right.
any downtime in the game, you're just going to go do something else.
Right.
There's so much competition for entertainment these days.
Right. Like, I don't mind grinding because I know that's part of the experience of the RPG. But if they're trying to get other people to play it,
You talk about kids that have never had to grind
right.
playing. Please don't pull up your tail. But they're not used to it. They're going to get bored. They're going to quit playing.
Oh yeah, take a look at example for like the most modern Pokemon games. Like they give you the experience share.
Dude,
right
I wish I
away.
had never turned that on because it made the game way too easy. It was, what was the one before Sun and Moon?
X and Y.
X and Y. The game was way too easy.
Oh yeah.
And then once you get to the later gyms, the level spikes, but your level is still way ahead of theirs. So if you do it the normal way, you're going to be entirely too low. But if you do it with the experience share, you're going to be way too high.
Yeah. There's no balance.
No.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
No, I know with the
Cloud, it was nice knowing you, bro.
Cloud, you're
being
dead.
Cloudy. Cloudy, Beretta, be careful.
Cloudy Beretta. That sounds like a piece of equipment you're gonna find later.
Ah! What have you done?
And
Oh,
laser.
36.
Ouch.
I might as well just.
Oh, that's
hit him.
nothing. Oh, are you in the back line with Cloud?
No, I think they just automatically put Barrett on the front.
Yeah, which is poorly optimized because he's
This game
ranged.
don't even know.
Yeah, that's weird. That's not supposed to be that way. He's supposed to start in the back because he's ranged. He always starts, like, supposed to start in the back row.
Cloud's got a wide stance. No, because the circle shadows. A totally realistic circular shadows.
Yes.
I mean, your shadows aren't circles.
I mean,
Yeah, when I have lights all the way around me.
Wouldn't it have to be like directly
Well,
above
guys, my phone's telling me it's time for bed.
Oh, yeah.
you?
Man,
Every
you got
time,
you got the
every
quick
time you're
kill.
in a battle, it, like I swear, I think Tip is texting me.
What's the quick kill?
Nothing. I was just joking.
Oh.
You
I was
just-
like, what
you
did I
just-
do
you just
right?
killed
Did
it.
I do something right?
Now can you get out of there within 10 minutes?
No. Potion.
I was gonna say you can't use materia yet.
Sad. Well, I'm using it in battle. I'll
Yeah.
take on it. Some Resident Evil camera work on me there.
Just throw in some tank controls and we're set.
The first time I played this, I think I did let the timer run out because I couldn't find Jessie. Cheat!
Oh, you were
I
trying
cheated!
to save her.
Cheated.
I cheated! Oh, I forgot I could screen share with you guys.
Oh,
You
that's
want
okay.
me to do that?
That's
Nah,
cool.
fine.
I'll try to run it next time.
So one reason to grind early too is to get your limit breaks faster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because you know you unlock the next level by the number of enemies you've.
Yeah. Well, to get the second one, you have to use it like what 8 times, and then to get the
Yeah, it varies from character to character, but for the level 1 stuff, it's normally around 9. Some of them as low as 8, but yeah. And then as you get higher level ones, it's less times to unlock. But to get to the next level of limit break,
got
yeah, it's
kills.
based on enemies
Yeah,
killed.
now I did in one of my playthroughs. I did get Eris last one, and I was proud of that run. But I've only done that once.
I pretty
Yeah,
much keep her in my party because I know she's gonna die, like so that you get maximum playtime.
See, I don't because I want to get the date with Tifa. I think that's going to be my goal, main goal.
Mm.
My first goal is to have the date with Tifa.
You mean
Tifa.
Tina?
Yeah, Tina. Unless we can find a better one, that's going to be it. Could be Gina.
Gina.
Jifa. Oh, we can only change one. Only change one
Jifa.
letter. We can add or change
Is
one
it
letter.
is it Gifa or is it Jiffa?
You decide. I think that might be it. We all have to say something different.
Yeah.
No, it's
You guys kept taking the ones I was gonna say, so
it's
like,
Gaifa.
It's Gifa.
No, it's Jifa. No, it's Jiffa.
guys, it's not JPEG.
It's J-
Dot JPEG.
You better use this as JPEGs to hell and color.
To Helen Keller.
I totally went the wrong way.
Yes.
I get so distracted. Talking to you guys. I'm having a great time though.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun, just like watching and talking. And
So you were
everything like
looking for Jesse and you just didn't like run.
Just well, dude, I was like 11. I just wandered around battling stuff, you know, because the timer goes down when you battle. So every time you battle, that's like a minute.
Yep.
thought they just stood there and let her jump over.
And then she's getting in your way. Although, like...
She's a jerk. I'm glad she does.
She's a jerk.
I wonder if they're gonna change anything about the story with the remake. Like...
Eva's waifu. I don't know. I don't think they'll change major plot points, but they may change some dialogue and stuff.
Like, as they show, since, like, the trailer or whatever, they showed, like, Cloud seeing Sephiroth in, like, the Mako reactor, and they never meet there.
No, but he does have flashes.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll fix some of the localization stuff, or did they even fix it in this version?
No, I think everything's the same except for the graphics.
Like,
you'd have to bring...
safer Sephiroth? Why is he safer? He's safer than the last one? Like...
Yeah, I was so confused.
What's he doing?
What's it supposed to be? I can't remember.
I think like some kind of seraph, like an
Sephiroth.
angel.
That's it. Sephiroth, yeah.
Because it's his angel version, but they translate it safer. And it's like, what? He's safer than the last.
I think it's still Eris. So no, they wouldn't have.
They wouldn't.
That would have been the first thing they changed.
Right.
I know in the PC version they censored Barrett more. Like, a lot of his cuss words.
They cut out the S word and stuff.
Yeah, like, I think they even cut out the, the D word and...
I can't remember. I felt like he is more censored.
Oh, I don't know if they censored him as much in this one. Why do I have to stop and help her again?
Man, let that chick die. She's the one why it had such a big explosion anyway. I'm so heartless when it comes to Jess. She's so nice to you.
Well, I mean, she is a terrorist.
It's true. She did just murder a lot of people.
Even if they were probably genetic experiments.
Well, the explosion was so big it like damaged some neighborhoods. They talk about it.
Oh yeah, the shrapnel too.
Oh. So I guess I always just thought it was supposed to be seraph, which it can be, because of like one-winged angel and all that other stuff. But apparently,
winged?
One-winged, yeah.
One winged?
No, winged.
You can say winged.
Yeah, you can do it either way. But winged, whatever you want. You're Matt. But apparently, the Japanese, what they were actually going for was Sefirasu, literally as the Book of Numerations, which is referring to the 10 aspects of creation according to Jewish mysticism. So, Safer is actually like an appropriate translation for what they were going for, but it's just weird it's
unless you're Jewish and they use, but they would have had to use like the Yiddish or Hebrew term, which they did not. So they used like the English term.
They transliterated it basically as Safer, which they should have done it Sefer to make it more clear what it was trying to refer to. But they did the Safer. Probably because of the way it's pronounced, so people are much more likely to say safer as opposed to, like they would say sefer if you did Sefer.
Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Sephiroth.
But has a mouth.
It's my bae.
Oh, I remember initially like the Shinra soldiers or whatever had like those O mouths.
Yeah, they did.
Surprise Pikachu mouth before it was even...
Yeah, the surprise Pikachu.
I don't even remember. You have to find a picture of it.
I saw a Game of Thrones meme after the most recent episode. Did you watch it, Justin? So I'm not spoiling anything.
I did. Spoilers for GOT, even though TV shows don't get the same respect movies do.
It was funny. I knew roughly probably what was going to happen based on the series. It's funny because I predicted, even though it never came to be in the books because he never continued writing the books like a jerk. Anyways, they were like, it was like showing Daenerys whenever she was like very early in her character arc, and she says, "I will reclaim my throne with fire and blood." And then the next one was like the City of Flame, and it's like in asterisks, reclaim city or reclaim throne in fire and blood, and then it says everybody, and it's the surprise Pikachu face. It's like,
yeah. Well, there was another one. There was another one that said, "I will not be the queen of Ash." and then it shows
Oh,
the
yeah.
city burning.
Yeah.
I assumed she was gonna have a heel turn, and I'm gonna speak in wrestling terms because that's how I know it.
That's right. That's right.
Because that's everything should follow that model. Because she hinted at it so much throughout the series, and I watched the whole series like really close together.
Right. Right.
Because I just got into it.
Right.
They hinted at it a lot, and the only thing holding her back was her consults, and now
That's
they're all
right.
dead. So
Yeah,
she was
they're all
by
dead.
herself on her dragon with like the gun, finger on the trigger. She had no one to talk around with.
Yep. So she pulled it.
And her health was not in the best. She's had people very close to her, or things that she considers her children dead. So yeah, she definitely had the biggest heel turn. And Arya is going to stab her in the mouth.
In the mouth. I saw another meme that was like, it showed. I can't remember which one was first, but it was basically showing the 3 different rules of Westeros, and it was like under Baratheon rule, it was like a festival, happy, fun, and then it was Lannister rule, and it was like cold and dark, and some things were like destroyed and everything like that. And then it's Targaryen rule, and it's like everything's on fire.
Yeah.
It's like Baratheon may have been a usurper,
she even
but
lit up the barrels into the ground.
Yeah.
You can see the green fire everywhere.
those
I was like, "That's your house. Why are you?
yeah, just
You're about to
burn it
move
all.
in there." It's like
Burn
you
it
go
all.
with a realtor to see a house, and you just like, I really like this place, and you start pouring gasoline on the carpet.
Oh, that reminds me of the weirdest episode of House Hunters that I time. So there was this couple that was like unpleasable. Like they got shown 3 houses, and they just like hated all 3 of them. And it was like, why did you even air this episode? Like these people are awful. But they did, and so like they picked a house at the end. And then it like, you know how it like after they move in, it like goes and shows them like what their house looks like once they're living in there or whatever. So they went to do this. They had bulldozed the entire house so they could build the house that they wanted.
Why don't you just go buy some land?
I know. I was like,
Well, we
why
have
did you
way
air
too
this
much-
episode?
What am I gonna do with all this money? I guess I'll buy a house and bulldoze it.
Bulldoze it. It was so weird. I was like, what are these people doing?
Oh, this money is like, it's hurting my back from having to carry it around. Goodness.
Oh, I got a good laugh out of that.
I love
episode.
the memes making fun of that. It's like my wife collects hairpins, and
Yeah.
I color on weekends.
Yeah, I
And
color
it's
in the
like
lines
I can color in between the lines. Our budget's $2 million.
for $2 million. It's ridiculous.
Where do they find these people?
They're trust fund babies, man.
Mm-hmm. That's all they are. But they need people that have money because that's the only
Oh yeah, people don't want to see
have the wow
a
factor.
house like mine that's
Right.
average.
It's like 3 beds, 2 baths,
The only
maybe,
reason they
maybe
would-
1.5.
The only reason they would want to see
Cloudy!
like our houses is if they're getting renovated
yeah. And they'll do that.
or like flip.
Or if it's an average or a normal looking house, if it's like a little lake or something, or in the forest or in Alaska.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! You can't say that, Beretta.
I wonder what it is. Which words are they censoring? He still says a lot of cuss words.
When I was a kid, I was like trying to fit what he was trying to say, and stuff never came to mind.
Nope. It never.
Yeah.
It's like he just. It's almost like he's a Yosemite Sam character. Like-
darn ornery varmint.
He's just like mumbling things that are just incoherent.
Yeah, maybe it's not censoring. Maybe it's mumbling.
It's just incoherent babble.
He has like a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Cloudy. Well, dude,
When he gets angry,
he's
he
laughing
can't,
at your name.
he can't say words correctly.
You just let Big slap at you.
Your face is
Cloudy.
pitch black.
Your face is cloudy.
Did you just lick your thumb and touch my face?
Say, my face
I
is
think-
pitch black. That's because it's about to rain.
Wow, you can't just call people black.
Jesse, I knew that's the reason I didn't like Jesse. She's racist.
Racist.
No, she just sees race.
So my face is black and there's a problem? Oh, okay.
Okay. You don't like my black face? What's wrong with you?
Well, depends.
Dude, I'll see these like news reports about like people dressing up in prom and not prom, but like in blackface, and I'm like, it's 2019.
Yeah.
How did? What? Why?
Why? Like, that's the question. Why?
Now,
I mean, it's not appropriate anytime, but this is like the information age. You are more aware of things that hurt other people than any other time in history. You really have no excuse to do that kind of stuff.
Now, there was one girl, she was not from the United States, she's like a Twitch streamer or whatever. She did cosplay of one of those Apex Legends characters, and that character is black. So she put like blackface on, but it was like, she matched the skin tone. She actually looked really good for the cosplay. But she was from a European country, and they didn't have blackface. So Twitch banned her, and she had no idea why.
Yeah.
So it makes sense in her case, because they didn't have that type of discrimination.
Well, no, she shouldn't be shunned or just have her whole life destroyed over it, but...
yeah.
Actually, I really don't think anybody should have their life destroyed over it. You should just not associate with that person.
Unless you're pro Jared and you cheat on your wife and supposedly solicited pictures from
yeah,
minors.
I could have gotten over like him cheating. I would just think he's a terrible person, but soliciting minors, that guy's got an issue.
Yeah.
He needs to get help. He's addicted to pornography. Maybe he'll get better.
Even if he does get better, his YouTube career won't.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna have to find something else to do.
He is DE dead.
There's no forgiving.
He was such a big
public, in a court of public opinion. There's really no forgiving taking advantage of.
Yeah.
Children.
I mean, maybe if you're Michael Jackson, it can kind of depend, but
Well, let's be honest. His stream is not on the caliber of Michael Jackson's music.
that is true. But like, even then,
Hibby, 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 hibby.
like his because he was actually, you know, I mean, he wasn't super famous. He had over 1 million subscribers on his main channel. His name's out there, so it's gonna be. And he was associated with Normal Boots. So that's gonna be really hard for him to find even another job.
Yeah, it really will be.
And now he doesn't have his wife to like help him.
Fall back on. Yeah.
I mean, he seems like he might have somebody though.
Well, that's assuming she doesn't
After
leave
that,
either.
she's been on and on about that part. She didn't live with him.
That's right. If she didn't know, she probably is out of it now.
Because the
I don't know,
F pizza.
I don't know though, man. I get surprised every day by the stuff I find out on the internet that people are doing, like sexually and otherwise. It's like,
Man, this
I don't
one
know.
we shouldn't be surprised.
It's almost like nothing surprises. It's like
Jerry Springer ruined all that for me.
Jerry Springer.
Like, I remember there was one episode where like they had a woman. I mean, I know a lot of show is fake and just over exaggerated, but there was a woman that they had on there that got turned on by meat.
Meat?
Like, yeah, like steaks, bacon.
Well, that was probably me dressed up as a woman.
Right. That seems accurate.
But what she would do is she would drape the meat over her body, the raw meat.
Like Lady Gaga?
Yeah, and go into stores and just yell at people to have sex with her.
Oh, that's weird.
That's very weird.
Like, she chased them out of the store.
Hey, want to meet hot new singles?
How come stuff like that never happens to me in real life?
I'm glad it didn't. I'd be scarred. This
I
woman
would never
wearing a T-bone approached me. Now I smell like fat.
Justin, you didn't have to lick her.
She was so tasty.
I mean, it'd be a different story if she had like, you know, sashimi all over her, raw soup.
Ugh.
Then I'd eat some of it. You know, I can't help myself. It's got some
Or
spicy
bacon.
tuna on her back. You know,
Bacon strips on her shoulders. You can make Matt sick.
just slurp it up.
Dude, I was already fairly sick earlier today. Like, I ate Burger King. I tried their like spicy chicken sandwich. It was so gross.
It's so gross. It makes you sick.
I took 2 bites of it and I just stopped. I threw that in the trash.
On ASMR, we're going to bite strips of fish off a hairy man's back. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Let me take my shirt off.
So, I used to rank Burger King pretty high as a kid, but as I've gotten older, it's definitely fallen off as far as like the fast food joints go.
I like whatever product they put on their burger to make it taste like it's broiled, or grilled.
Because they just still cook it on that skillet.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Or fake lines.
but like, so I really still enjoy a Whopper, but if you ever get a Whopper like without cheese, it's awful.
Oh, dude. So you made the mistake of okay. So Hungry Howie's. I used to like their pizza. Then I accidentally got it without there's Chifa. Then I accidentally got it without the flavor crust. And now every time I eat it, all I can taste is
You
cardboard.
can't help it, right? You just taste the cardboard now.
Is that the same
Yeah.
with you now? You could just taste the awful
It's I can still like get through it, but it's like it's definitely there. Like that I can't. Yeah, it's not as pleasant.
meat. I'm sorry.
We
Yeah.
need to make a tier list of like burger places on stream one day.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
So Five Guys is pretty stinking good. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys have ever
There's
had
no
a cheese.
questions.
I don't know if you guys have ever had a cheeseburger Bobby's. They're fantastic. It's kind
No,
of
I've
like
not.
it's kind of like Five Guys, but a little more, but less greasy and a little more prim and proper. Like Five
Gotcha.
Guys, they just throw meat in a bag and hopefully the buns land correctly. Five Guys, they actually like hand you a plate and you can go do your own fixins on the burger. Like you
Okay.
order like the base burger, like I want a barbecue
Yeah,
bacon burger. They'll give you that, and then you can go put like pickles and ketchup and lettuce and all that stuff on it.
Gotcha.
I usually just get the mushroom Swiss, so I don't add anything to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's so good. Their fries are really good. They have a bunch of different sauces. They got really good sundaes.
We've got some really solid burger action. There's at least
Red
3
Robin?
places that have really, really good burgers.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Is it gonna be Giffa
Or Jiffa.
or Jiffa?
or Jiffa.
Well, if you want to get Jifa.
Jifa.
All right, so those of you, if you're watching and you're not a bot and you're not Kyle,
Or Matt.
we're gonna try and name all the people by only changing or adding one letter.
Right.
So Cloud, we got Cloudy. Barrett, we got Beretta. And now we're gonna have Gifa, Jifa, Jiffa, however you
Giffa.
want to say it.
I think I'm gonna claim Giffa.
I like Giffa too, because it's a throwback to how I used to say Tifa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always
also-
said Tifa, but Giffa just
And I
sounds better.
always say GIF anyway.
Right.
Flowers, how nice.
Giffa. Giffa.
Almost never seen it here in the slums. But is my skirt short enough for you, Cloud?
Not quite. I think you could have had at least a few more polygon boobs, though.
Yeah, I need at least 4 more polygons to that.
Well, those are the Laura Croft polygons. And that was just because someone messed with a slider.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even attention.
Dude, they sold so many copies because of those boobs. Don't even.
I just
lie.
realized
I know.
Barrett is the character that I made on Ark.
Yeah.
With like the all upper body and
No legs.
no legs.
Dude, those feet are huge. It
Yeah.
looks like he's wearing like potato sacks on his
Ah.
feet.
It really does.
What were those?
He
Shoe
just
boxes.
slid sacks on his feet and tied them.
Yep.
It didn't even like make them tight. Like they're just loose.
Those
sagging
are
on
his
the floor.
Tims, man. Don't insult his Tims.
Just Tim's.
Okay, Kyle, we need to make a tier list for burgers.
Real. Man, that's it's tough. It's really tough to actually rank them. So we're gonna stick to fast food.
Yeah,
Go
just fast food
upscale.
burgers.
Oh, so no sit
Yeah.
down.
So no sit down.
So if they serve you and you're supposed to leave a tip, it's off the table.
I mean, so that means we could actually include a place like Five Guys.
Yes.
Because they don't expect you
Yeah.
to leave a tip. Okay. Gotcha.
I always consider Five Guys fast food, anyways.
It is.
It takes 20 minutes. It's not fast anymore.
They have to actually peel the potatoes. Oh, and Cheeseburger Bobby's does that too. They have just sacks of potatoes everywhere.
Sacks of
But it's
potatoes.
not in the way like at Five Guys. As far as taste, I don't know. Five Guys is stupid good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they really are. I don't know if I could put anybody above them as far as taste goes.
And if you don't know where to put them, like you can't rank them, just don't put them on the list.
Well, if you don't know where to rank them, you got to put them below what you're comparing them to.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are some that I'm like, this is definitely on the bottom. Like, nobody, even if I'm not sure where somebody, this burger is definitely below that.
Like, see, I would give Burger King. I would like rank Burger King as a C. Like, they're not bad, but they're not the best burger out there. And I would rank McDonald's a little bit higher because I've never had a bad McDonald's burger, but then when I go eat at McDonald's, it's like,
Yeah.
Like, I don't really feel great afterwards.
They're not great. They're consistent.
Yeah.
They're consistently average. And so you're not like, ooh, this was gross. You're just like, oh, that I was able to consume food and live a little longer.
Now Wendy's, I'll say they're probably like the best, like out of those three.
Main.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
like,
if you
I
guys haven't had Dairy Queen burgers, they're pretty good.
I was about to
The
say, I might put
flamethrower
Dairy
is really
Queen.
good.
Yeah, I'll throw Dairy Queen.
They
up
used to
in there.
have a mushroom burger, which I loved. They took it off the menu. And Hardee's actually has some. Their meat's pretty good quality.
Yeah. But Hardee's is not on. I guess Jack in the Box is like Hardee's.
Carl
isn't it?
Jr.'s.
Carl Jr.'s. Where's that?
Carl Jr.'s is the California West
Oh, I
Coast
see it.
version of
I didn't
Hardee's.
see it. I didn't see where the box was.
Just look for the star.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't even have the star logo on these.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
it's weird.
Like the icons are like really zoomed in for their logos.
Yeah, it's weird.
Whataburger, I really like. Like
I haven't had Whataburger in years, so I don't even remember. It's probably been 10 years since I had one.
I haven't had them in like 2 years, but from what I remember eating, like they were like it's just like Flips.
They kept
Flips-
opening and closing.
Yeah,
in Montgomery.
Flips was really good though. Like they were probably my favorite.
Oh,
burger.
Flips did have good burgers, man. I was really sad when they closed down. I would go every Wednesday, go up to the comic book store, and then go eat at Flips for lunch
Mm-hmm.
from work.
I would when I worked at Ann Street. On my way home, I would pick up some Flips. Or,
So I went to the
like,
one over there near the movie theater.
Yeah, the one out by AMC.
Mm-hmm.
So what place is Massey Urge?
Oh, I don't know.
Matt, what is that place?
I don't know. I'm
It must be a North or a West Coast thing.
Massey Urge.
Sonic. Like I like their burgers, but I hate their
Massijo's. Massijo's.
I mean, it's
Italian?
obviously burgers on the second part, but what's the
English.
top? What is the top word?
burgers.
It's so zoomed in that
Burger?
the only letters you get is MASI on the first word, and then URGE. So there's a few letters before the M and a few letters after the I. What is it?
Do you remember? Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
GIF.
Dude,
So if you haven't, go ahead.
Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead.
I was gonna say if you haven't heard eaten from one of these, just leave it off.
Yeah. Jack in the Box. We don't have that. In and Out. I don't have that.
Yeah, there's a lot of these I haven't had.
I'll say
Apparently,
Carl's
In-N-Out's
is
really
Carl.
popular.
I'll say Carl's is like Hardee's because it's like
Yeah,
I mean, it
it's-
is. It's
yeah,
the
it
same
is.
company. They're owned by the same people. They've actually started putting both their names on the commercials.
Yeah, but like the logo on this tier list just says Carl's. Like it's not
Yeah.
Carl's Jr.'s.
Yeah.
But
Is it
I'll
still
say that's-
only Hardee's? Literally, like in Alabama and Georgia. And probably Florida. too,
Steak
I
and
guess.
Shake. I've never had one of their burgers. So
They're
I'm
pretty
wrong.
good. The one in Prattville is actually
Yeah.
good. The one here in Hiram is the worst, which is odd because normally every restaurant here in where I live is much better than the one in Montgomery.
Mhm.
Of course, it's Prattville. It's a little different.
It just stinks that like Alabama really does not have a lot of like fast food places aside from like there's a Dairy Queen in every town.
Dude, you have Milo's.
We have a Milo's.
Well, I mean, Alabama does.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, they had one and it closed down really quick. They're pretty good. They don't taste like fast food, but they are. I mean, the fries do, but nothing else.
I really like.
I would not let Gifa or Jiffa out in that dress. That is too
that high up.
Yeah, it's showing too much leg.
She's older than Cloud, and he's like 14 here.
Yeah, and she's like 15 or 16.
I like Jack's. They're not in on this.
Jack's
list.
is good, yeah. They're just a southern thing.
Yeah, their burgers are okay. I just don't like their French fries.
I think there's they're like similar restaurant as Jack in the Box, maybe. But they advertise chicken more than they do like burgers and stuff.
Right, but I really like their burgers. I went to Montgomery this past weekend and they had a triple cheeseburger.
For real, man, I wasn't just talking. Like next time you go, if you know a few days ahead of time, let me know and I'll just make the trip and I'll hang out with Matt if he's free. And then when you're free, we'll just do dinner, the three of us, or maybe we can get Alex and Russ and
yeah.
I would love to go eat sushi and hang out with y'all.
Yeah, for real.
That sounds good.
For real. Go Cloudy, go Cloudy.
How'd you save yours? Like,
it's your birthday. Save, download, and then I just downloaded it to my download folder, and then uploaded the image to Discord. I'm not a hero, and I'm not famous. I can't keep our promise.
I think you guys are staying up late.
Yeah.
I'm normally up this late anyways, but...
Oh, that's right. You're an hour behind us.
This is about the time I go to bed. It's about midnight. Most of the time. Sometimes a little later, but...
Let's try and wake up in the church before we go. Is that all right with you?
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't have 5 guys.
I'll do it for 3,000. Pretty soon we're gonna make that just by looking at an enemy.
Oh, you didn't? You have never had 5 guys?
I've had it, but I didn't see it on my list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you had...
It's interesting.
Yeah, I can agree with like Sonic. Like,
oh, Sonic, dude, I love me some Sonic. I hate their chicken, but their burgers I could eat every day.
So the only Sonic burgers I've had are from the Sonics in Montgomery. They were all so bad.
Dude,
I just didn't like them.
I didn't even eat at Sonic when I lived in Montgomery. I would go there occasionally.
It was so bad.
If I wanted like a milkshake or I just really was craving some like chili cheese tots. But up here, I eat there constantly.
I need to go to a good one.
Like when I went to
now, they're by no means like better than Five Guys or but they've got great taste. They've got good. I don't want to say like moisture, but like the meat's nice and juicy.
It's moist.
It's moister than an oyster.
My burger meat is very moist.
Oh, so good.
But like, one
gonna leave this little girl to run the bar while you're gone.
She's 4. She is 4 years old.
And she makes a mean mojito.
Apparently, man.
She makes a mean mojito.
It's mojito.
Look at her shaking, not stirred.
It's a mojito.
You wouldn't understand, big dummy.
And they don't just go.
Materia is only for people with 2 hands.
Oh,
ouch.
You wouldn't understand.
See, it's funny. Like
that hurts.
They don't actually.
That hurts right in the gun arm.
Whenever they sigh, they don't sigh like normal people. They don't go. They just say sigh.
Sigh.
That's what I do.
It's
if you wanna hear some sign, watch Kyle play River City Ransom. he'll be beating up on some dudes, and all of a sudden their AI will change, and they'll start running for items on the other side of the map. And keep in mind, he has to beat these dudes to get their coins so he can buy an item. So having to run after him is a huge waste of time.
So they run away, and I'm just like,
Greg's
it's like you want to hear some Cyan play Super Punch Out and get knocked down one time before you beat the guy that you're facing against. Because if you only get knocked down one time at the end of the fight when he's cheering, he says, "Sigh."
You beat him by glass, Joe.
You definitely need fire materia.
If you don't get knocked down, he says, "Piece of cake." And if you get knocked down twice, he says, "Too close."
Oh, I already had restore. That's okay.
You need 2 of them.
I do. I'm about to get them all.
Yeah, quit that junk immediately and max it up.
Better put Barrett on that back line.
I did.
Okay. I was like, you closed out of the menu way too fast.
Yeah, I noticed it right as I backed out.
I like how they let this little kid have a gun.
Oh, you can actually see what's on his shirt. It's like a basketball. Or the Umbrella Corporation. I'm worried now.
Umbrella
Beach ball.
Umbrella.
Oh man, oh man!
You gotta give me some cash.
Chicken to cash. Wait a minute!
that kid.
I love how they spelled that. Wait a minute!
Wait a minute.
I like how that kid is like so
Yeah.
gangster he has a gun at his age.
Probably don't need to buy those, but I'm going to.
Well, the assault gun, I think you do.
I already have it.
Oh.
I got it
Great
from the
assault.
Scorpion dude.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's right.
You're gonna have to excuse me and like go into the wrong menus because when I'm talking, I'm just going off whatever memory is there, and it's not good.
Just randomly shooting all over the place.
The real question is, does he remember how to get Benson?
Move, kid!
Get out
Give
of the
him
way.
Give him 10
Alright,
gil.
here's where I get the all material. Hey, where you going?
Hey, come back.
Oh god, I know how to use buttons.
I love how you get that instruction from a dog.
I think the points. Yeah, don't you talk to dogs to get tutorials?
Sometimes.
That's how I learned how to set up OBS. I just went to my neighbor's dog and asked him about it.
Yeah, and he knew everything. Dogs are really smart
Oh,
animals.
you got to bring your own notepad. He won't write anything down for you. The whole not having thumbs thing.
You know what I want to do?
Dadgummit!
I want to play the Legend of Zelda randomizer.
Yeah, the Link to the Past randomizer.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've wanted to do a randomizer.
I
So-
have that ROM. I just need to get the emulator for it.
So we can actually do what they call a co-op randomizer, where we all three play the same file, like with the same randomization, but we're talking to each other as we play it, so that we can check different locations and tell each other, so that we can try to get all three of us to complete it as fast as possible.
That's awesome.
I know they do that with Legend of Zelda Metroid randomizer. Or Link to the Past Metroid randomizer.
Yeah, where you do both of them or whatever.
I've yet to beat Super Metroid. I'm not gonna attempt that.
Yeah,
I'm good at
both of them, so.
I beat the original, but I'm not beat Super. I've
My,
only played it a little bit.
my 100% time for Super Metroid is like an hour and 20 minutes.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
So it's not great, but it's definitely like, I know a lot of the tricks to make it go faster. So I've thought about speedrunning that for a little while, and I kind of did it for a little bit, but it's just too long. Like I would basically try to get one run in after the kids went to bed, and it'd be like, okay, it's too late to start another one.
More practice, yeah.
Yeah.
I love River City Ransom. That's like the perfect time if I was going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the amount of randomness to it. Like, I know I complain about it, but really, it makes it better because when you do mess up,
It's
it's
not always
okay.
your fault.
You're not doing
Yeah.
the same thing over and over. Even if
Right.
you do a world record run, it's going to have a mistake in it, or
That's right. That's right.
it's going to be different.
Yeah, like when I watch Mega Man X speed runs, at least with Caleb Hart, whenever he messes up, it's usually due to RNG. Like Like Chill Penguin doing a pattern that's really bad, or
Exactly, and nothing you can do about it.
Literally every screen you walk into, except for like the last 2 bosses, it's going to have some type of randomness, whether it be items or what type of enemies, if there are any enemies, what they do, because they don't do the same thing just about every time. So it makes it real interesting for speedrunning.
Right, it's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable.
Now I know with this game is speedrunning.
Sure.
I know people will manipulate the game like some way to where they don't have random encounters as much.
Yeah, step certain ways.
You can do things, to where I don't know if anybody's figured that out on River City Ransom.
So you should look it up if you're interested, Justin. If you were still talking, I'm sorry, you might have cut out. I'm not sure. Okay. There's oh shoot, what's his name? Let me see his name. I follow him. NES Cardinality.
Okay.
He speed runs Dragon Warrior a lot.
Cool.
And he has the world record, what we call the Manip run, and he has manipulated, learned how to manipulate the game.
I've seen that.
He beats it in under 30 minutes.
You take certain steps, and everything you do adds to some sort of counter, and that counter determines whether you get an encounter or not. And so, he would walk certain steps to get certain places. He would say, okay, I'm about to get an encounter here because that'll change this, so I can then do this. Right. Yeah, I've seen that. I think Russ or somebody said it to me.
Yeah, and it's like at one point in the run, he manipulated 3 back-to-back metal slime encounters, and
so he could get enough experience to. And
in each of the 3, he gets like a critical hit on the first attack, and just
because of what he did beforehand, made the next one a critical hit. He would go into an attack and then back out, and he said, "I have to do this 12 times, so I know it'll be a critical hit."
Exactly.
The amount of trial and error in that is insane.
It is.
I think he said it took him like a year or so just to come with that.
Yeah, but it's so impressive to watch. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've seen that. Maybe you sent it to me. I can't remember.
It might have been Russ, but I just know it is impressive. So I'm sure you can do that with just about any game, but the hard part is
figuring it out and learning it.
Well, there's so many more things that are happening in a game like Final Fantasy VII. You only have 4 directions you can move in Dragon Warrior to manipulate the world map. You only have so many options that you can do in your menuing to manipulate the RNG. But there's so many more things in Final Fantasy VII that it's harder to isolate.
And you can't move it as precise.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you can move in 8 directions, but you're using if you were using the traditional PS1 setup, without the dual shot.
Well, and it could be something as small as okay, so if the player moves into this area or into any area, and the in-game timer is at 0.003, then it's an encounter. So, you would have no way to manipulate that on a human level.
On a human level, that's right. You might be able to get a task.
A task to do it.
But that'd be it. Did you ever watch that Aria of Sorrow?
I did. I watched part of it. I was at work. I didn't get to finish it.
That's so good.
I watched it.
I was loving it.
Yeah.
I did go watch Yelsric's world record
run. Yeah.
I would say the main difference between him and you, and don't take this as a knock, but him fighting is so crisp.
It is.
When he's fighting, he is crisp.
He has put in so much time to that game. That's why. I'll get there eventually, but
running and jumping is very similar, but when he approaches an enemy, it's like a machine.
Yes.
Now I've heard there's some controversy with the AGDQ venues or whatever. A lot of people think that they're kind of shoving the LGBTQ themes down people's throats, and a lot of the commentary from the couch and whatever has to be very clean because they become so much like a corporation that they don't want to offend people.
I was watching one today where not the commentator, but the person playing was trans.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind it too
I don't
much.
mind. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
Here's the thing: is whoever's playing and what their decisions in life are, doesn't matter. It's we're there to watch the game. So
Yeah.
I don't really don't want it shoved down my face. But
Yeah.
if they're that's right.
I never really went back to stop him.
Yeah, he steals something from you. I forget what.
I think
Maybe
it's like
yeah.
I think it's money or maybe a potion.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nothing that you really need to worry about, but
Move it, woman.
But I know a few people from the like have done some videos like saying that AGDQ is basically like kind of making people upset because like if you don't see their views, then they hate you and they'll ban you for even the smallest of things.
Yeah.
oh, like the AGDQ people will ban you?
Yeah.
Oh
Like
wow,
the people that run the event.
gotcha. Well, that's not cool.
Well, like one of them
You should-
banned 2 people because they associated with someone that made some like terroristic threats.
Oh well, I mean that's pretty extreme. So
Like they didn't make the threats themselves, but they were a known associates of them.
right, which
So
that makes it look
yeah.
bad.
And then I think they banned someone else for supposedly wearing a MAGA hat, but the person that they banned was actually not wearing the hat. And he was on stream not wearing the hat. It was someone behind him.
Oh, so they just made a mistake.
No, they didn't make a mistake. They just specifically targeted him.
Huh, well, all right.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
torn on the issue. Is like unless you're like harming children or like causing trouble, it shouldn't matter. But at the same
Right.
time, it's also their thing. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I may question your fashion choice because I would not wear a bright red hat, but I'm not going to judge you for it. It's your decision. You can live with those consequences however you
Yeah.
want, whether they're good or bad.
That's
You'll
true.
live with them.
That's true.
I'm loving those lower taxes.
It's so funny. Whenever you said, Justin, yeah, we'll try to make it to the waking up in the church. How about that? I was thinking to myself in my head, man, that's going to be like 6 or 7 hours from now because when you get down to the tunnels, you got to run backwards so you get to the security checkpoint.
Man, you were sleepy.
where you get infinite encounters with the guards.
Oh, you.
If you go the other way, you can get infinite encounters and get decent experience and get like 4 or 5 levels right here. I'm normally
so
14 or
crazy.
15 before I go into this next reactor.
You're so crazy. And I'm 14 or 15 5 minutes from now from just naturally progressing through the
That's right.
game.
Like
But
one
you-
boss fight
but
will get
you
you 2
weren't-
levels.
But you did not
I'll
one-shot
never-
the
but I'll-
airbuster in the back with Raver.
Yeah, and I'll never be able to say that I killed Midgar Zolam before I walked into that cave.
Yeah.
I didn't even have long range materia, and I could have gotten it.
That's right.
So funny.
I remember when climbing Shinra Tower.
Might be on my end, but you keep cutting out on your mic, Justin.
I don't know.
I always hear it on
Might be
Discord.
Yeah.
But like when I played, I went through Shinra Tower. I didn't go up the stairs. I just ran through the
Just
building.
ran in.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness,
Yeah.
I did the stairs. And the
It's
only
so
reason I
funny.
continue to do the stairs is I'm going to do the stairs on this run just because I don't know if it gives you points towards Giffer or not.
Oh yeah. I mean, you get the Megalix.
Yeah.
You know, there's only a limited number of those.
I'll
in the game.
never use. Well, I
That's
at least need 2 so I can max it out and get 99.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
It
you
is-
can keep items.
It is funny for these kinds of games because I'm always so overpowered. I never need, like, I'm never even tempted to use a Mega Elixir or an Elixir at all. I'm just like,
I think I only used one against like final battle with Sephiroth, like, and that was because I was using like the B team, like the people that I don't.
Oh,
have
where
at
it
low
like
level.
where it like turns
Yeah.
to the side and you have 3 people that are 10 levels lower, don't have any materia, and still have
Yeah.
iron bangles on.
yep, yep. They just get pwned.
Sid, Sephiroth, Yuffie. Or not Sephiroth, but Sid, Kate Sith, and Yuffie.
Yeah.
I
think as a
I
kid-
always use Red 13 and Vincent.
Ooh.
As a kid, I used to use Kate Sith. I always used Vincent, man. He was like, I was like, oh, he's so cool and dark and mysterious. He's dark like my soul.
Justin went to school wearing like a trench coat and like puffed up the collar just to like hide his face.
No, I went to school wearing Abercrombie and Tommy Hilfiger.
Abercrombie and Tommy Hilfiger.
Abercrombie Hilfiger.
Abercrombie Hilfiger.
Aberfigure.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Jesse, you failed. You did it wrong.
Yep, all your fault. I hope you die climbing a tower.
Wow.
I mean, probably
that's
will.
very specific.
I mean,
That's oddly specific.
actually you'll die from a massively steel plate falling on your head, but
I like to imagine she bled out during the Turk fight.
yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more comforting that way.
It is. Hopefully not as painful.
I mean, especially because during that dialogue, whenever the timer's been activated, you can not hit the X button, and literally the plate will never fall.
Really? Like you just Barrett and like Tiff are just running around in circles for a limited amount of time?
it's like as long as you don't advance the dialogue, then it will never
I'm
fall.
saving these people.
You can. Seriously, I could just do a save file that just sit here forever and never let the plate fall.
We'll stream that. Just Tiff are running around in circles.
Literally stream it for 4 hours every night, saving Sector 7.
Yeah.
It's just literally that same scene over and over
We're
again.
gonna start a
without
channel
ever hitting.
dedicated to just that. I'll have it on my laptop and I'll just stream it
So wait,
24/7.
is the dialogue box what's holding up the steel?
Yeah, Shing's dialogue box is
Yes.
holding up the plate. If you're just joining us, we're just doing a casual playthrough of 7. I am going to try and get the date with Tifa, and our naming convention is we're going to either add one letter or change one letter to the name and hopefully make it funny.
Yep. As you can see, we have Cloudy, Beretta, and Giffa. Or Jifa.
Or Jifa. Whichever you prefer.
But there's only one connector.
I love the bad guys that when they disappear, they like fly into a million pieces.
Yeah.
Like most of the robots and stuff. Those are my
Yeah. It's reminiscent of when I was playing Dragon Quest 11. Whenever like you would kill an enemy and their weapon would like land on their head and they
Oh yeah.
die really funny.
I think based on how you hit them, they die differently.
I thought you said you didn't level up in this game, Justin.
Well, I mean, I don't level up a lot in this game.
Not.
Am I just gonna run from every?
Unnecessarily.
I'm just gonna run from every battle. Level 7, fighting Safer Sephiroth.
That's right. Hey,
I
low
know when
level
I was-
challenge.
When I was a kid, I would like whenever they did like the like beam attacks, like I would like hold my hands up like I gotta block it.
I would just hit the A button at the exact right time, and nothing would happen.
Yeah, hoping you would never take
Or the
damage
A
when
button, the circle button. I said A.
It's A button.
It's yes. That it is. That happened last time too. I think they put enemies around the save.
Yeah,
points.
they don't want you to get too comfortable. Well, here's the ones that exploded to a million pieces.
We're gonna do that just because I like seeing Barrett cast magic. It looks ridiculous.
Like the
Huh.
lined up. It's like he's throwing like a softball.
He's bowling, is what it looks like.
Yeah. just-
Bowling for buzzets. I'm going ultra power, and I'm gonna do the same amount of damage that I could have just done with a normal hit. Because I messed up.
36. That's
You only
okay.
got one, yeah.
With Tifa, it does not matter if you
Just
miss
gotta
her
use
ult.
it.
You just gotta use it. Doesn't matter.
That's good.
Punch, kick, it's all in your mind. Just be, I'm sure you'll find.
We gotta set aside a day for that.
The things of Tifa are sure to beat you.
Nevertheless, you get a lesson from Gifa.
That's right.
Beretta. I think that's my
Beretta.
favorite. Cloudy's pretty good, but Beretta makes me laugh more.
So what would Red 13 be?
We gotta wait. We can't. We can't get ahead of
I'm
ourselves.
playing now.
Oh, I'm thinking of one right now.
Aerith's the next character, then it's Red 13.
Wait, okay, we're also gonna add an addendum. We can remove one letter too.
You cut out there. Like I heard.
I said
you
we
on,
can
Twitch.
remove one letter too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard you on
yeah.
Twitch, but I didn't hear you on Discord.
Okay, good. So
As long as it's still coming through on Twitch, that's the main
that's what
thing.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have it set up. That's one of the good things about setting up your microphone is it's always going to capture instead of you just worrying about it coming through
Yeah.
Discord.
Although your webcam likes to
Dude,
jitter
something
a
about
bit.
those Logitechs, man. I don't know.
I'll just
I mean, I
let
really
them
don't care.
do
I'm
that.
not the important part. It's the game is the important part. As long as it's
I know
not
my
like
Logitech
24/7.
doesn't do it, and we have the same camera. I noticed. Like I saw
I
yours.
think mine is like the X version, which means it can remove the backgrounds without a green screen. I've tested it out, but I didn't feel like spending the $50 on the software, and it looks a lot better if you use a green screen. So, and I got one. I don't have the software for it right now, and I would have to move my whole desk, which I don't want to do because it's such a pain.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably get like a little tripod or something and set the green screen up behind you that way. But then you have to take it down every time you're done streaming.
Oh, as far as the breaker,
Issue?
yeah, I think it's just this one outlet over here. So, and I moved my lamp into a different outlet, and I've not noticed it flicker as much. And my buddy said it might be a loose connection.
Yeah.
So, it's just the
Sounds
lamp
right.
was the only thing doing it that I have to find.
Gotcha.
I moved
Gotcha.
it. I don't think I'll have any more issues.
Good. Nice.
All right, so we decided Don Carino is when we're stopping, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, it's red 11 and red 12. Oh, never mind. Just red 11.
Red 1. Red 1 standing by.
Red leader.
Red 13 standing by.
Wow. Wow. I don't understand Cloud because he's got blind on him.
Yeah, everybody was missing.
Everybody missing all of a sudden.
Yeah. Tifa has no reason to miss.
Nope. Oh, gotta pee. Be right back.
Okay. I'm probably gonna save every time I walk by that.
every time you take a step away, you're like, oh, I took damage. I got. You're going the wrong way, I think.
Yeah, I go out the normal way.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do that three-person button press, where in the last one, Biggs and Jesse had the codes.
Oh yeah.
I remember I was so proud of when, as a kid, I did that on the first try one time.
It took me several tries.
Oh, my first time? Yeah, I couldn't count on both hands the amount of times it took me.
Because I didn't know the timing, but like you think like because I was on PC, I would have the advantage.
Nope.
Now I did on the squat ninja. That was super easy on PC.
On the what?
On PC, like doing the squats or whatever.
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
keyboard.
yeah. There's still a little bit of timing on that. You can't just spam it, I don't think.
Yeah, no, but the timing's a lot easier to get because your fingers are a lot easier to manipulate. You're not just using your thumbs.
That's true.
Forever. I don't know why you guys just don't like leave that machine gun there. Like it's not gonna follow you.
Yeah.
You'd all just like, shield yourself with like cloud
So
sword.
what if someone else were to walk across that machine gun on these steps? Might be dangerous, but we're thinking about the next guy.
Well, why don't you just put a tarp over it? Because it seems to be motion sensitive.
Tarp! Yeah, because we just carry around 80 tarps while we're blowing up a reactor. Hey guys,
Well, you're
alright, item
getting a
check.
tent.
Weapons, check. Bomb, check. Tarps, check.
Hey man, you got a tent with you.
That's true, I just put a 10 over it.
You did.
I was telling him I was so proud as a kid. I was playing through the game and got this on my first try.
Oh, nice.
Today, this will not happen.
That will not happen.
Now. Oh, now.
I wish I had some sort of counter, like a noise or something. There we go. As my voice cracks.
You're 11 years old again.
All right, so I just finished downloading the Rappa the Rappa ROM.
Nice.
On my emulator.
All right, so once I get out of Midgar, we're gonna have you stream that
Okay.
tonight.
I'll be going.
I'll be long.
The next time, I'm gonna be like, all right, we'll stop when I get off disc 1. We'll slowly move it up. Not for real. What's that? Once I can save out of the. Well, I might have to exit the church before I can save.
There's one.
Well, the good thing is you're playing on the Switch.
Yeah,
I think the next
it's
one's
like,
at Air's
it's like
house.
there's one like a seat up before you get there, I think. Or maybe it is just outside. It's possible.
Yeah, every
Well,
time
remember,
I'm
you're playing
3
on the
feet from a
Switch. You
save.
can just put it in sleep mode.
No, Naomi's gonna come up here and start playing Mario.
That's true. You do have a 5-year-old.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've used Windex on this stinking thing. And then as soon as I do the next day, it's like it smudges all over.
Well, she's used to everything having a touch screen. Like, have you let her play an original Game Boy?
No. It's at my parents' house. It's a tarp!
It's a tarp.
I knew we should have brought more tarps.
Then we could have hidden behind them.
We could have avoided this tarp with a tarp.
I love how, President Shinra just walking up here and Barry has a gun
Dude,
on
Bear
him.
could just murdered him right now.
I mean, not really. You've been shot at least 100 times.
Oh, how about when Dine is shooting at Barrett and he just takes it to the chest?
I know.
He just takes bullets to the chin. Now, I would understand if he held his gun arm up, but no, he holds his normal hand up.
Yeah.
Well, when I was playing this game, I always assumed it was like, because Barrett's a lot stronger and, his power level's higher, so he can block the bullets.
I just eat bullets.
It's so funny though, because like they'll take bullets to the chest in the battle, but during the scene, whenever bullet, and he loses his arm. It's like, dude.
He was level 1 back then.
I guess. Yes.
I mean,
I like that
think
they had
about
a split party boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Wish they'd done that more.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting mechanics they could have done in this game.
Hey, President.
Yeah, Mr. President.
For a chubby dude, he jumped on that thing quick. Maybe he's got magnets in his pants and it just pulled him up.
This will get him up.
Oh, Cloudy's got.
I'm gonna bust him up.
Punch him.
Just punch.
Program 1, Operation.
Program 1, turn around.
And
Big bomber.
look around for a minute, and then blow up.
And then it detonate 2 nuclear devices.
Yeah. Double
Wow.
nuke.
Instant limit break.
Counterattack. He turned around and then turned back around.
Yeah, he's glitched out because, that was a back attack.
I've
Like,
never
he's
seen that.
facing the wrong way.
What is
actually
going on?
It's just his rear guard when he's actually facing the right way. Oh, this is bad.
I've
So
never
weird.
seen this happen before.
Yeah, he is wonky.
Ooh, wow. You got lit up.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around and then shoot you in the back. I'll turn around and bum rush you.
Mer.
Big time robot manufacturer booty up. Ah, why are you casting magic? Use your limit break.
What's going on?
And he's looking around. Bomber here.
Not Tifa. Oh, he just died.
Yeah, I was about to say he's facing them, but I bet he's gonna.
Kyle, you would never have this problem.
I would not.
Nope.
Like I wouldn't even have to use Curator.
Aw,
Kira's
I
pretty
forgot
much
I put
useless
Kira
to
on
me.
her.
Well, here's the thing. You would have just still been leveling at this point.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have
but
been-
I'd be enjoying it. Isn't that what counts the most? Big bombers out of ammo.
I've never seen him run out of ammo.
I have not either. I didn't know that was a thing.
Orga 2, Operation.
Look, I'm telling you, I told you, Kyle, like I rushed through the game and I'm lower level and I enjoy the boss battles a lot more. I actually have to think of the just spam A.
But it's more fun to just spam A.
Yeah.
Don't have to think
I
about
say
it.
I've done this spam A.
Yeah.
Turn function non-operational.
I do tell you though, after you've played like older RPGs on an emulator, whenever you can frame skip to make stuff go faster,
Oh, you can do that here.
it's hard to go back to
3
like
times speed.
not being able to. Nice. That's
Oh
cool.
man, 60 frames per second.
That's so cool. See, I'm
There's
glad
something
they
else-
added that feature.
Yeah. There's something else you
So-
can do. I don't know what it does though. It's
So
it's
I
that.
know in the mobile version you can like give yourself like God mode.
God mode. So
maybe
I
that's
think
what
it's-
it was. That other one, see right here. It's got the fist with the bangle. Maybe that's God mode.
yeah, God mode. Yeah. Well, give it to Cloud real quick. He's about to fall.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him
Million
before he
feet.
falls down.
Be strong. I don't know if I can hold on, Beretta. I think if you say that, it gives him points to
Oh
him.
yeah,
being-
I ain't no
being
way
the
I'm gonna
date.
give Barrett's gonna get more points than Tiffany.
So I was playing emulator playthrough. I think I was in college whenever I did this of Chrono Trigger,
that
and
game.
there's a point in the ancient era where you get the what's her name,
Ayla.
Ayla.
Yeah.
I was trying to say Layla, and I was like Layla's Ayla.
I love her.
Um,
Her music is my favorite.
So
Dun, dun, dun.
the exit and entrance point of the very first screen whenever you come out of the gate at the bottom, if you just hold down and up alternating, it'll like run you out of the screen and then you'll run back into the screen and you'll fight a decent fight for experience that isn't that hard. And so I got a macro and turned it on like to max frame skipping and just had my controller spam turbo X button and just up and down alternating and let it run for an hour and got every character in the party to 99.
Whoa! For 1 hour? Oh, because you speed.
It was like
yeah,
an
the
hour
speed.
because the frame skipping was
Yeah.
going so fast.
That's awesome.
So I was like, yeah, that's busted.
99.
There's a trick in
Dude, that
Persona
yeah,
5.
that's- I imagine that's like your. Well, I don't want to say the word. Like your dream.
Yeah, my wet dream.
Yes.
There's a trick in Persona 5, like it sadly only later in the game,
Mhm.
but weather affects like the dungeon in the game.
Yeah.
So I think one of the weather things is like pneumonia or flu season.
Oh,
And if
really?
that's the chance you want to go down to mementos because enemies have a chance of having this debuff on them that makes them take SP damage. Which SP is like their magic points or whatever.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
there's an enemy there called the Grim Reaper, and if you wait around on a floor long enough, he'll come and attack the player.
Uh-huh.
And he's supposed to be like super hard, like impossible to kill. But if he's got this debuff,
The debuff.
he actually won't attack, or like there's a chance he won't attack. And if he doesn't attack for 3 turns, he
Uh-huh.
dies.
He dies.
Yeah, and you get a crap ton of experience, and you can repeat that over and over and over on that day. Because as long as you stay on that floor,
Uh-huh.
or like you may have to leave the floor and then come back, but you can
To
constantly
respawn him or whatever.
Yeah, and you'll get a ton of experience.
Nice.
But like, I basically had like personas that were like super high level. Joker was like high, like stupid high.
Mhm.
The rest of my party was, high and up there, but they didn't like their gear wasn't as good because I always kept buying Joker the best stuff. Okay,
Ooh.
Eris.
All right, now I would say we give an optional rule. It can be Eris or Aerith, and then we can change either one of those.
Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking maybe Ferris.
Well, yeah, Ferris is another character though. They're all different, but it's from what is he from? 5? It has Ferris.
Well, I mean, there's Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah. Could name her Avis, like the rental car company.
Avis. AE.
Aevis.
Barris.
Barris.
Paris.
If you could rearrange what about rearranging the letters? Can you do that?
No.
Because I was gonna say you could do Arby's.
Arby's. I mean, we can add a letter.
Airbees.
Airbees. Airbees.
Oops. Airbees. Let's get some Airbees.
Airbees.
I'm
She
Airbees.
has the meats.
She's got the meats.
That's why I was saying Airbees.
Dude,
'Cause,
okay, so imagine a like 17-inch CRT. I
Mhm.
never knew who this was. I could never see who it was clearly.
Oh yeah, right. It's like, who is that?
What is that?
Good
And
old
then you go
Reno.
talk to him, he's like, "Don't worry about me yet."
Don't worry about me. Oh, a jack
Supposed to
of
just
all
talk
trades.
over there.
Tee-hee-hee-hee.
Tee-hee-hee. Don't let it get to you. This is such. I wonder if the localization will fix it, too, because this is such a weird. Where she says,
Don't
Don't
mind
let it get to you."
And he's
Don't
just
let what get
Yeah,
to you.
he shrugs. He's like, I guess he really didn't understand it either.
Reno's a guy girl. I mean, it's a it. No, don't let it get to you.
Well, I mean, anime characters can often be androgynous.
Yeah, it's true, I guess. And Reno is, a bit weird.
Animu.
For the longest time until Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I never knew like Axel's like real human name before he was a nobody. So everyone like kept assuming because of the Final Fantasy crossover, Axel was Reno's nobody. They have the same voice actor.
Excuse me. Goodness. Choke him on spit. I'm sorry.
Choking it up. Oh yeah, I know you. Reno's like, dude, we were like work buddies for like years.
Hey,
What are you
sis.
talking about?
Look,
Yeah, hey sis, this one's a little weird. It's always like, who are they talking to? They must be talking to Eris, but what?
Or maybe one of them's a girl. I don't know.
is it supposed to be like,
Checking
hey
out.
sir, this one's a little weird?
Said sis.
I know, but it was like a translation error.
Don't fight here. You'll ruin the roast beef.
The Grand Turkey's on sale. See ya.
2 for €6.
Look at him.
I always thought it was weird
Guffawing.
that like party members like run inside you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Naomi was so weirded out by that. Like, where'd they go?
Where'd they go? They were Mako
I just
eyes.
don't want to slow down the game by having too many things on the screen. I actually like it when they're not there. It kind of is distracting when you got.
You
all
just
those
stepped on myself. They're ruined. You're gonna catch holy hell.
Irina's a super big jerk. There they are.
Yeah. Let's shoot her. We're supposed
Yeah,
to catch
I
her
know.
alive. We're just gonna all just unload our machine guns at her.
Maybe they're
Well,
rubber
remember,
bullets.
bullets only do damage if they're higher level than you.
That's
Bullets
right.
only do damage if they're in a battle.
So that's why you couldn't revive Aerith after Sephiroth.
Yeah. She's She's been shot, sliced, maimed, crushed, and all these
Burned,
other things.
electrocuted.
But then one stab through the chest. Suddenly, the Phoenix Down doesn't do
Phoenix
anything.
down. Phoenix down. Phoenix down.
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember like how you had to use the barrels.
Yep. I think it's this one back here.
We're in a tight spot.
And if you take too long, she'll just fight them.
Yeah.
And you have to fight up here, too.
Mhm.
Weird to get, like, wait a minute, I gotta kill these 3 fat, red
Spiky.
things.
Yeah. It's like, what do you call these?
Hedgehogs.
Guess we'll see what they're called.
Oh,
It is a hedgehog. Hedgehog pie.
Ah!
Good job, Kyle.
Nice.
But at least they're
Yeah,
not blue.
I was inspired by the recent Sonic animation.
The thing is they could change. They could change his appearance all they want to. It's that trailer still looked bad.
It's yeah.
Yeah. And
We're gonna play Gangster's Paradise. That just did not fit at all.
Nope.
I thought they were playing a Weird Al song. Why did they make a
Oh yeah,
video?
yeah, Weird Al tweeted that because they played a cover of my Amish Paradise.
Amish Paradise. Gwa.
Goofa.
So apparently they added I think one of the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons on Netflix now.
Yeah.
I forgot that Sonic was from a planet called Mobius.
Yeah.
Mobius.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I thought what I imagine is like the he runs to go to that
Reality.
realm,
or that,
and then when you see all the mushrooms in the background, you see Jim Carrey with like the frayed mustache. They're back in his world.
Yeah.
I always thought he changed realms when he went super fast and exploded.
Exploded.
I just like I don't know. I just plot wise, I know it's gonna suck, but
I'm still probably gonna watch it. I don't know if I'll spend money on it though.
yeah, I won't spend money on.
Now, just so you know I played this recently, but in my other playthrough, I actually remembered that correctly.
No, yeah, I normally get it right. I've missed it a couple times, playthroughs here and there, just not thinking straight. But
I think only one of them really doesn't make sense. That's the first one.
yeah, it is funny to do the whole scene and intentional.
Oh, get it wrong.
Like for that first encounter, like the first of the 3, if you push the one that's closest to your viewpoint, she has to jump out of the way of it. It like almost
Yeah.
She's like Cloud.
She's like, ugh. Sorry.
Oops. Not
But
very
it's
good.
just, like, so since everything you do gives you points towards their affection level or whatever for the date, wouldn't saving her 3 times give her 3 points with her?
I'm not sure. It might.
No.
Helping her might give her points. But
So why helping her?
since Justin's never going to put her in the
Yeah, only time I'm gonna put her in the party is to take all her items off of her.
I was about to say you can put her in the party and let her die. That also lowers your
Does it? Okay, good.
yeah with them. So don't let Giffa die, but let Airbees die.
She's gonna be my magic user in the back with long range and healing.
Yeah, I mean they kind of made Aerith a healer.
Well, yeah.
By default, as a remote break.
She's one of the only ones that's like, you really got to use her as a magic user. Everyone else
yeah.
you could use either way.
Right. So the only weapon with her that allows her to even frontline a little bit is her ultimate weapon. But even then, it's
And you only get it for 30 minutes.
right. Not very long. So
Unless you hack the game and make her alive again.
well, yeah.
Just give her all of Yuffie's chat. I just want Tyria. You're terrible.
Yeah. Aerith, after regaining her life, has decided that all she wants is materia.
Yeah, that's one boring thing about having Yuffie in your party. She never really has anything to say, and so she's just like, whatever, I don't care as long as I get materia.
And then even after she learns that materia is like the lifeblood of the planet, she still wants to grab it all.
Well, yeah, because it still makes money, and that her whole point is to get money for her town.
Mm-hmm.
So I had forgotten this with Aerith's ultimate weapon. It actually gets stronger whenever other people in the party die. So if she's like the only person left, it's extremely powerful.
Oh, nice.
So she can actually beat some fools
There
up.
we go.
Clouds was pretty weird because, like, at first it was like, oh, it's his best weapon. You know, he has the highest attack, but it's all based off his HP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
hit point.
I noticed that as a kid, like when your health would go down, the laser would dim, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, his is hit point based.
So do all the final weapons have something like that?
Yes. Barrett's is based on the AP of all of his that he has. So like the higher you've grown your materia. Tifa, hers deals more damage as Tifa's limit gauge fills. So the higher her limit
so you
break.
just want to keep her limit up.
Yeah.
Or give her a fury or something.
Red 13's, his is based on magic points, just like ultimate weapon is based on hit points. Let's see here. Kate Sith deals damage based directly off of his hit point also. Okay. So it's the same as
well, they're
Clouds.
both like meaty attack characters anyway.
And just like Red 13's, Sid's is based on MP.
Cool.
Because Dragoons they don't seem like an MP based class.
I don't know.
So Yuffie's, the only thing I remember about Yuffie's, and it doesn't say on here what actually gives it its damage, but the interesting thing is that when she has hers, there is no damage penalty for using the morph materia. Like she hits just as hard as her normal attack.
With what?
With a morph attack. You know how you use the morph materia? So she's what you do is you take her into the Jelnika, the little sunken plane or whatever that you get to submarine, and then she can morph all the enemies in there to get you like the power sources and the speed sources and the magic sources and all that, because she can like one shot almost all of the enemies in there with the weapon. And so you just morph them and you just get a bunch of stats. And then Vincent's ultimate weapon, the damage increases as monsters are battles, but I don't know if that is cumulative or just in the current battle.
So the more monsters on the field,
maybe like the stronger he gets as it goes
that's
on.
gotta have a cap though.
Yeah.
If it is based on.
Well, because the game
monsters.
can only have so many enemies on.
Because the game keeps track of your total monsters killed, I think.
It does, yeah.
Battles.
It keeps like the battles keeps track of how many times you've run away, all kinds of stuff.
But supposedly the best party comp was Cloud, because of course you can't swap him. And Tifa and Vincent, like they had the highest damage output in the game. Like if you just base it off their base stats and their equipment. She doesn't get the all materia.
Alright. Well, I think that's probably good for tonight, gentlemen.
Okay. Yeah, I thought there was one further out from her house. So yeah. Before you go to the town.
Alright, anybody watching or watching the VOD, we appreciate it. Give us a follow, and we'll be back later.
Yep.
Right. Thanks.
See ya.